Mics, check. Music cued, check. Presenters ready. Well, 2 out of 3's not bad. This is TigerTails Radio.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to another delightful, delectable, and otherwise entertaining episode of TigerTails Radio. I am TK. I am here in the corner, looking very quiet, and you can just about probably see all the bits of artifacting going on behind me with the green screen and the things, and it's very red in here. And on the sofa, there is no Hedgie, and there is no Xavier. We have a special guest. Who could it be? Introduce yourself, kind sir.
It's Rapido Froggy.
Rapido Froggy, who you may remember from show 1000, which was not so long ago.
Oh yeah, is that the one we got pied in the face?
Yeah, that's the one where we both got pied in the face, to be fair.
Okay.
But yes, in fact, amusingly, well, because I'm watching this feedback on the YouTube as well, just to make sure it's all working, the recommended video is actually episode 1000's Russian roulette video, which is where you got pied in the face.
Yeah, I think it was rigged. It was definitely rigged.
Definitely rigged. Yes, how have you been, Mr. Froggy?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Enjoying the sun.
Sun's nice.
Yeah, not so much last week. Was it last week or the week before? It was ridiculous.
That week before was 40 degrees.
God, yeah, that was. Yeah, when you start sweating when you're just standing up, then you think to yourself, okay, that's a little bit too hot.
I have lived. I am sweat.
Yes.
I am shower.
Yeah, I was like, I could install guttering on my forehead and it would actually work.
All I need is windscreen wipers on my glasses.
Oh, see, honestly, that if you had glasses, I don't know, you cope.
It's very difficult.
It's like equivalent of when you open up the oven door. I know Stuart used to have it. Open up the oven door when it's steaming. It's like, I can't see a thing now. Your glasses just steamed up.
Yeah, well, that was me. I went outside and it was like, poof. And I go inside and it was like, poof. And I was like, I don't know if this is steam or sweat.
Oh, it was quite funny. I had to do an assessment on Zoom that afternoon of that really hot weather at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the peak of the heat. I had 3 fans going in my home office.
Yeah.
And I was still hot, and it was like a hurricane going on there. And the guy was like, "You all right? You look like you're about to die." I went, "It is the hottest it's ever been, and it's the peak of the day, and you're asking me for an hour and a half assessment on Zoom. You'll get what you get. It's fine."
And we have Chris in the YouTube comments going, "One viewer, new record." It's like, yes, that's because the people who would normally view it are here. Hello.
Right,
And,
shall I get the thing on my phone so I can see what's going on?
Yeah, let's
Would that be helpful?
officially inflate the view account. Why not? Yes.
Okay, let's have a look.
And while we're here, actually, yes, we have Chris there who's watching on the YouTube comments. There has also been chatting in the Discord. We have had Biohazard chatting in the Discord. And hopefully, before too long, Charleston will probably appear. And maybe if we're very, very lucky, we might get a couple of others as well so we can enjoy some Jackbox gaming in a bit. That would be fun, wouldn't it, boys and girls? Speaking of Jackbox gaming, I should probably start organising one of the games to play a bit later on. That would be a plan, wouldn't it? So, while I'm figuring out all of that crap, let's talk about how the last week has been in...
This is TigerTails Radio. And now let's catch up with the cast. This is Review of the Week.
So yes, in the whole, we last saw you, back in November the 15th or so, around about then. So, how have you been since then, Mr. Froggy?
Busy. I feel like I've just not stopped. My social life has taken a bit of an explosion.
Oh yeah.
For the better, don't get me wrong. But I actually have to work off a diary now. I was saying to Avi, I think we've got a spare weekend in October now.
Oh wow.
But it's just, I didn't realise how many amazing events are out there. But then FOMO kicks in. You're like, oh, I could go to that on the Saturday, go to that on the Sunday. Or if I stay over, I could go on that on the Monday. And I'm like, my brain's going, you need sleep. And I'm like, no, you don't need sleep. It's fine. That you could do that next year. It's not a problem. And then next thing you know, it's like, oh, it's August. How did that happen?
Where has all the month gone?
Yes, yeah.
Why is there a pile of laundry that's now the size of Mount Everest?
It's like, oh, cleaning. Oh, I forgot cleaning. Oh, that's what I meant to do. Cleaning, yes.
Yes, that's thing that normally happens on a weekend at some point.
It's like, oh, I've got to cook for myself and order things in and adult. I was like, oh, yeah, I need to adult a bit. Oh, okay, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's all fun and games, wanting off to events, but sometimes the adulting has to kick in.
That's it. You get back home, you're like, oh, I've got to pack everything away. I've got to do washing. And then you go, but I'm going away tomorrow, so I'll forget about it. Yay. It's fine.
It's just non-stop.
Definitely.
Non-stop celebrity life. Lucky you.
Life at the top.
Yeah, well, this is what happens when you're in a company and, you have money and shit.
I know. I discovered that last year. I was like, oh, money. I haven't had that for 10 years. And I was like, it's mine. I haven't had to borrow it off a bank. And I don't get ominous statements every month going, You know you owe us lots of money.
You're actually entitled to spend it.
I'm like, oh, it's cash. I go like, please, can I exchange these monies for things? And they're like, okay. And I don't get a letter from the bank going, should you really have bought that? Did you really? Did you want it or did you need it? Like we do when we go to Costco. Do you need it or do you want it?
Because there is a difference sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes the lines blur, usually with me blurring it. Go, well, I could need it, so therefore, should we have it?
Yeah. I was like, I want it and we could need it. It could be useful.
And then I walk out of the shop with a trolley full of stuff I don't need.
Yeah.
And then have to find a home for it and then never use it. Actually, no, I make a point of using everything we buy at Costco.
Everything?
There are a couple of things actually we've never used, I don't think, actually. So, but you never know. You never know. That's the thing. You never know.
That is very true.
If it's need it. No, is it have it and not need it, or need it not have it, whichever one it is. So yeah.
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 I just need to refresh the Discord chat. Speaking of which, we have Biohazard saying, nice to see Frog again. It was nice meeting him on the special show.
Special show.
Yeah,
Why
show
feel
1000.
special? Yeah, I know, and I was there early on as well, many years ago, when I was thin-faced and younger and didn't have like this grey hair. See this? Look! Just look at that. That is rubbish.
Oh, you got a grey hair?
Yeah, no, it's because I ran out of Just for Men, but I need to pick up some more. Yeah, I remember pictures of me actually in your flat house. Well, the house in Waterloo Road, and
where season 1 happened.
That's it. And I was like, oh, I was so young. I was thinner, not too thin, but I was thin enough. And I was like, oh,
actually, I
those were the
think
days.
if
I've got some pictures somewhere.
Yeah, I think I can actually bring one of those up at least, because I have some season 1 archive photos. He says, going back in time in the TigerTails Radio picture gallery.
As long as it's flattering, I don't mind. But mind you, anything before the last couple of years is flattering.
Is it in here? Oh, there's Hedgie, and there's Laz being gunged. There's me being gunged. That's...
Oh, speaking of which, we're seeing Laz this weekend. I haven't seen him in years.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We're at Manchester going to a club, and yeah, he's staying in a hotel room with me and Avi, and I was like, it'd be really good to catch up. I literally haven't seen him in probably over 10 years.
Nice. That's quite awesome. Right, how do I get this picture up to display on screen? Oh, no, I can just drag it onto here. That goes up there. Then flick a switch. This then maximizes here. Hopefully it hides all the icons. I can zoom in a bit. No, I can't. Okay, apparently zooming is not a thing. Fine.
Do you know, I haven't had any criticism of my hair yet, so that's good. That's obviously gone unnoticed. Oh my God.
There's you on the far right.
Wow.
With me next to you. And then Laz. And Timon in the middle. Hedgie and Wardy on the far. And then I don't recall who the one between Laz and Wardy is.
That is... Oh, he's still around. I've forgotten his name. Yes, I know he is. Yeah. God, wow. I remember that's my old Brother Bear cast shirt when I used to work at the Disney store. Wow.
Back in the day.
Back in the day when I was at university and I had, remember my old van that we used to go everywhere in?
Yes, because if I recall correctly, it helped us move.
That's it. The silver van that somehow was like Aladdin's cave, wasn't it? You could just fit more and more and more and more stuff in there.
It was a little TARDIS.
Yeah, you didn't realise. And many people... but for those watching, obviously, not for transport purposes. But yeah, wow. Yeah, those are the days.
That's going back some. But yes, we have Justin Ratton channel who says, hi guys, sorry I'm a bit late, but I'm now here to enjoy the show. Welcome. Welcome one and welcome all. If you missed, you may have missed it. We have a Mr. Repeater Froggy here. Hello.
Is that what the green background's for, just for me?
Yeah, it was purely for you because you're a froggy.
So you could put green screen on, but just make it green again, and then you'd be thinking, why do I do that?
I mean, what I can do, and what I did last week, is I could put the river on.
No, you can't do that. We're in a hosepipe ban, so you can't put a river on.
Not yet. It's coming in on Friday.
We're not getting one, apparently, because we're not Southern Water. So
aren't you?
I can refill my hot tub as much as I like next week, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Nice.
I'm sure the neighbours will probably have something to say.
Oh, naturally.
You know.
Yeah, no, we're going to have a hosepipe ban here in Southampton. But it's kicking in Friday. So
That's it.
until then, I could put the river on behind you. And now there is a lovely running waterfall. So if you didn't need to go to the loo, well, I'm very sorry, everyone, but you will do now.
Oh, God, I could really do with a... No, I'm joking.
It's like you should have gone before we started. Don't make me turn the show around.
No. Look, we've passed the services. You could have gone where in the services. You didn't go where in the services. You're going to have to hold it. But I didn't need to go then. Tough.
Well, that's your lookout, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Just go out the window or something. That's how that works, right?
But like, it's just the car behind. Mummy, is it raining? No, it's not raining. I didn't know rain was yellow, but okay.
It's just a shower. It's just a passing shower.
Yes.
A passing yellow shower.
So you've got a pint of alcoholic beverage, and I've got this water thing. Look, because I'm not very good at drinking water, I actually have to have a bottle that gives me my daily allowance, and it tells me...
Kind of.
Like, oh, look, at 9 p.m, my drinking bottle tells me, well done, you finished your water for the day. Seriously, that's how... Yeah, it's not a case of I can't look after myself, but apparently, according to my fat fighter coach, she said, you're not drinking enough water. You need to drink 2 litres a day. So he said, get one of these bottles. It will encourage you to make sure you continue to drink. I said, well, what if I don't? She went, you'll die. I was like, oh, okay.
That's a good reason.
All right, fine, I'll keep drinking.
Although it was mostly disappeared in the green screen.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Okay, if I just hold this...
Yeah, actually, because I can turn the water on. There we go. And now there'll be... Yeah, there'll be...
Okay.
There's water in your water bottle.
There you go. Your hosepipe ban solved.
Yep. Mission accomplished. See, we did a thing.
That's it.
Aren't we the greatest?
I still can't believe, in my late 30s, I have to have a bottle that tells me when to drink. You reach those points in your life, think yourself, is this really happening? Do I have to have a bottle that tells me when I have to drink and gives me encouragement? 7 o'clock, you're almost there. Come on, keep going.
You've nearly finished drinkings.
Do you reckon they do that at a pub, like a pint glass on it? Just going, you're nearly drunk, you're almost there, and you're pissed.
Toshed.
There we go.
That'd be nice.
That would be great. I'd love that.
It's a know your limits drink.
Yeah.
Bottle thing.
Yeah, obviously, like the little shots that go, one shot, 2 shot,
3 shot floor.
That's it. There we go.
Yeah,
like a loyalty card.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's like have 4 shots, get the floor for free.
See, they're missing the trick there. At pub events, they have dog beds all over the floor and cushions and stuff. Why don't pubs have that? That'd make life so much easier because you're going to end up there anyway. Well, at least if I'm at an industry awards do, that's usually how it happens.
I think instead of like dog beds and things down there for pubs, what they should have is just that soft matted flooring. So that when you invariably do get that drunk that you end up falling over, at least you're not going to break your face too much on the floor.
Oh, like the children's playground spongy rubber mat stuff. Oh, that'd be good, yeah.
Yeah.
Or actually just have the little seesaws and Oh, no, because think how sick they'd get. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you'll be projectiling. That would not be a pleasant
Be like
picture.
a sprinkler going around.
Yeah, that's an image we didn't need.
Yeah, anyway.
Thanks, Froggy.
No worries. Happy to stick that earworm in your head.
Yeah.
Just reminds me of that bottom episode now, doesn't it? You look like a sprinkler going around. It was actually rather attractive, actually.
Yeah.
Although I don't think those lumps of gristle were all mine. No, that was her face, Eddie. Okay.
Right. I am going to change topic somewhat by sticking on the tune of the day. I thought we might as well... We keep on letting this bit stray into the Quiplash zone, or into the Jackbox zone. So I thought, right, we're going to get it out of the way today. Let's get it sorted and done and have the music played so that we can say, yes, we've ticked off that obligational thing of being a radio show by playing some music. And this is, once again, another unsigned artist. Because we like playing the unsigned artists, mostly because they let us play their music on our show for free and don't copyright strike the shit out of us, which is always appreciated. So we have a group who I've had a little preview listen to this song. I quite enjoyed it. I was bopping around. And they are called Deadlock Uk. I'm thinking there may be another Deadlock somewhere in the world who would be probably quite protective of their trademark. So this is Deadlock UK. And we have a song from them called Deadweight, which was officially released on the 29th of July. So we've just missed the preview window there. So it is out now, which I'm very happy to say. They are Deadlock are a British pop punk newcomer. Apparently, this song is an adrenaline-fueled and emotionally charged offering, which showcases a potent taste of things to come from the Norwich-based outfit. That's the official blurb. So let's just play the song. Enough of the blurb. Let's have some music. So this is Deadlock UK with Deadweight.
Missed the live show? Never fear. Archives are here. Visit TigerTailsRadio.co.uk to catch up on what you missed.
Yep, come and go to the website. You will see that it's actually been updated for Season 14. Oh my god. As has the Discord channel, actually. I remember to put the Season 14 title in the top of the chatty channel thing. And for those who use the Discord and would maybe like to, see it a little bit more used, I've actually put in an extra channel in the general section called General Chit Chat. So if you have things to natter about in between shows, you can put them in there. We can say hi and things. And as people get more used to using the Discord for times outside of the show, hopefully it'll start to get a little bit busier in there, and it'll be nice. And we can all have a little natter and all be friends and have a nice little general meeting point. Go, Or don't. Let's see if I care.
We discuss recipes and cakes and things.
I like cakes.
I do too. I keep getting told off for eating too many of them. Especially for the box of brownie bites. That just, dangerous.
Yeah, I hear they magically fall into your shopping trolley at Costco.
They do, yeah. And then 3 days later, I'm like, but they've gone. Someone's stolen them, and they've just left the empty box. It's terrible, honestly.
How rude.
I know.
I mean, if you thought you were going to be stealing the brownie bites, then at least put them in a bin after they finished eating them.
I know, but mysteriously, 3 days later, I always feel really rough and full of chocolate, and I just don't know why. I can't seem to...
There's no correlation between
No, there's none at all.
No.
I obviously just a sheer coincidence that I just happened to be full of chocolate brownies, and someone's stolen the contents of the box of chocolate brownies.
Nice. I've just had some very nice news come through from the old YouTube things. Because last week, the week before, we were playing the music from Jake Aldridge, which is obviously advertising his new single, which comes out soon. In fact, I can actually say when it comes out because he told me. So I should probably 12th of August. That was it. So don't forget Jake Aldridge and his new single, which was Rather Be Me, which we played last week and the week before, comes out on the 12th of August. So go and toddle along to jakealdridge.com after the show and get yourself a copy of that at some point. But of course, our shows got automatically flagged by the Content ID because of course they did. So here's the record label has just released the claims on those. So yes, we can now watch those shows without copyright claims on them. Hurrah! So if you ever do see an advert on a TigerTails radio show, it's probably because something we've played has been content ID'd. And do you know what it usually is?
Go on.
The national anthem.
Really?
Some copyright trolling asshole has decided that the BBC version of the UK national anthem is in fact a song called Vegetable Soup. And every fucking week I have to go and file a content ID counterclaim going, no, this is not Vegetable Soup. You can fuck off and die, you copyright troll shit.
You would have thought by now they would have picked up on that and, put something in there to stop it happening.
No, because YouTube don't care. YouTube couldn't give any less of a shit about the smaller creator.
Yeah, I find that with Google as well, for Google reviews and things. Honestly, you don't even deal with a person. It's just a machine algorithm, doesn't it?
It is.
Computer says no?
It's like the new rules they brought in. So if you're doing shows and things on YouTube, there is a little box now you tick that says, this is not made for kids. And because COPPA came along, because COPPA is an American law where basically you shouldn't be farming details from children who are using the internet, because that's bad and naughty and shouldn't be doing it. And of course YouTube, what was it doing? Things like YouTube Kids and all that, so it was just farming details from children under the age of 12, so they got in a bit of trouble about that. And so now they have this little button that you tick to say this content is either for or not for kids. And then it knows which bit of YouTube to put it in properly. And if it flags your content as for kids, it will remove monetization, it will remove comments, it will restrict it in search things. So if you have a perfectly good family-friendly video that you want everyone to see and leave comments on and have a very nice time and monetize it, but YouTube says, no, this is made for kids, then fuck you, is the short answer to that. And you can,
helpful.
You can manually set this flag, but YouTube can automatically override it. And you can then put it up for review by a human, and we say human in the loosest possible terms, to get a final verification. And if that comes back saying, no, this is definitely for kids, then tough shit. This video is now for kids. You can't win.
So they take off the monetization, but does that
Yes.
mean? But will there still be adverts in there that YouTube put in there,
Potentially.
so they can still make money on it?
Maybe. Yes.
Oh, that's just mean.
It's still coming up object. Refresh. There we go. Yeah, for some reason the Discord thing's having a little bit of fun and calling people object. So I'm just refreshing this every now and again. There we go. That should have fed through now. And Charleston says, I hope it's tasty vegetable soup. Pretty keen on mushroom.
Oh yeah, mushroom soup's the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Biohazard's quite a fan of mushroom soup as well.
Cream of mushroom or chunky mushroom?
I'm more of a cream of person.
Yeah, I do like a cream of mushroom soup.
If I want chunky soup, I'll go minestrone.
Or farmhouse veg.
Or farmhouse veg.
Yeah.
Pardon me. Biohazard's like both. Why delineate between the two? We'll just have all of the soups. So,
Actually, speaking of hot thing, I've got into sort of naked noodles or naked rice. Are those pot things you can get?
Yep.
Honestly, I think it's changed my life, those things.
Is it still saying object?
I think they turn into soup after a while.
Hang on, I'm going to play a jingle, and I'm going to bring the chat back and just see if that fixes the chat. Because the chat box is going weird, and I don't know why.
Radio killed the video star.
How can this be?
Which radio? TigerTails Radio.
It's perfect.
Internet radio has never been so fuzzy.
There we go. And hopefully that's now fixed object. For how long for? We shall see. But there we go. And Biohazard says, I have similar noodles called soba.
I think I've heard of them. Yeah, because we got we tried the kimchi.
Yes.
Together. You got it from Costco.
Yes.
Really nice, but we've learnt not to put the chili flakes on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I can't feel my lips afterwards. But otherwise, they're really nice.
Actually, saying that, you know the KFC in the middle of Southampton High Street?
Yes.
Well, you know it's on that corner
Yes.
with that little tiny parade of shops that goes along down towards the Asda.
Yeah.
Well, on that parade of shops, there used to be a travel agent, STA Travel, which is now an Asian supermarket. And in there are so many varieties of kimchi and pot snacks and things like that, all in Asian, all from like either China or Japan or Korea or somewhere like that. So many different varieties, and it's just so tempting to walk in there and go, "Ooh, I'm on lunch at work." Yoink, 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 yoink.
I think we might have to make a trip there.
It's very nice.
We've stopped eating normal food now. And we just have the naked noodles or kimchi and a bag of microwaved frozen veg. And apparently that's more healthy than what I was eating before. So yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah. I won't tell you what I was eating before. But microwave veg. 2 minutes later, I'm like, oh, that's actually nice. I forgot what vegetables taste like.
Vegetables are tasty.
That's it. So you've got your veg, and then you've got your bits of meat, flavoured meat. Then you've got your carbs, and then you've got your water. So that's most of your food groups, I think. Obviously, don't ask me. I can't adult properly, so that's the closest you're going to get.
I mean, I remember the last time we popped over yours, and you attempted to do some adulting.
Oh God, I can't remember. I think I blocked it out. What did I do or attempt to do?
A bit of cooking.
Oh no, don't. No, not the burger thing. Okay.
Yeah. I won't go into full details.
Yeah. When you can't even cook burgers properly, you kind of want to just call time on it, really, don't you?
That was the last time. That was ages ago.
That wasn't it?
I need to visit yours more often.
Yes, you do. Yeah, definitely. Now the hot tub's up and running.
I'm a bad antisocial person.
To be honest, I don't believe I'm getting a bit that way. We had some friends over the weekend, and by sort of Sunday morning, I was like, I just want to sit alone and watch TV in my dressing gown.
Oh, that sounds like a nice life.
I know. Whilst having a beer at 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning, but the only day of the week I think you can get away with it. 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning. Any other day of the week, you think you're an alcoholic. But Sunday morning, yeah, I think you can get away with it.
I think you can do it at any time, so long as you're having a meal with it.
You had a breakfast bar with it, so does that count?
Not sure meal.
It's technically on the packet. It says suitable for breakfast, so that's a meal. So there we go. I've just proved my point.
It's food, I suppose. We'll allow it.
So it's quite warm in here, so I've just got a little portable fan going on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's actually on.
It is on.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Oh yeah. I can hear it going on the mic.
That's it. It's just keeping it because it's quite warm today. But everyone keeps saying I should start an OnlyFans account, so I've got myself an OnlyFan. Hey. Sorry, couldn't resist.
I've got the only fan on the desk here. It's a little metallic one from Asda. Was the low cost of £5 English pounds.
£5.
£5.
Yeah, these are little battery rechargeable ones, which thank God for Amazon. Oh, honestly.
Oh, I know, right?
And Amazon lockers. We got ours at Confuzzled when we turned up in the bar and it was roasting hot. And we're like, we need a fan. There's an Amazon locker around the corner in Resort World. Right, order Amazon. Next day, Amazon locker. Bosh, done.
Done. Fans. 10
years ago, I would have had to find an Argos. It would have been a whole thing. No, Amazon lockers are great.
Yes, I remember the days of Argos. In fact, I used Argos not so long ago because my little writing desk, which I've got in my bedroom, came from Argos. And same-day delivery. That's something I didn't realise Argos did that much anymore.
They do same-day delivery, and on the whole, most stuff will be same day, but they still charge you for it as well, which is annoying.
Oh, yeah. I expect to pay for same-day delivery.
Oh, no, it's the same price regardless. If you do it today, tomorrow, Wednesday, it's still, £2.90 or whatever it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't mind paying that if they added that onto the price and said, "Hey, free shipping," like Amazon does. I think psychologically that would work a lot better.
Oh yeah, I can see how that works. But there are some things I object to buying on Amazon because they're a bit too expensive. But that could be the reason why. Because of course, Prime shipping gets. Because you pay for Prime separately, so of course you get free shipping.
Yes, and then you get the two items that's not Prime, and go. The not Prime is cheaper by £2. And you go, it's the same item.
Weird.
Oh, that would be how they cover their costs.
But this one's saying it's not being sold by Amazon. Ah.
And it's really low down on the list.
Yes.
Yeah, weird that, yeah.
Hidden, secretly away.
We're getting very jaded in our old age, aren't we?
Welcome to age, my friend.
Don't trust anyone or anything. It's all out to scam you.
Everything is shit.
Yeah. And you just treat everyone with a level of suspicion and you'll be fine.
And of course, we have to swear every now and again on this show, otherwise we get classed as made for kids, and that is not the case.
Yeah.
So, on that note, it's time for some jackboxing, I think. What say you?
I think so, yeah.
Lovely, right?
I've done it for ages.
Well, get your internet-enabled device at the ready, because we are going to play a game.
We've now reached the audience participation portion of the show. It's game time.
Join us.
Whoa, that's loud. Make it less loud. There we go. There we go. That should just about do it. So yes, we are playing some Split the Room. So
there's room for more.
There is always room for more. If you go to jackbox.tv on your internet-enabled device and give yourself a silly little nickname, enter in the room code of MWMT, that's Mike Whiskey Mike Tango, you too can join the fun.
Join us.
Join the game. Oh, hello, Demon.
He's saying it very, very sexily. He's like, come join us.
Join us.
Join us.
There's room for more. Right on. Turn it down. Let's put the echo on third one.
There's room for more.
Join us. Join us. You know you want to. There's always room for one more. And in fact, there is room for one more. Just one.
Join us.
Slide yourself into that final slot. Tessellate your rod A with hole B.
Oh, there's a stirring in my crotch and I don't know why. Oh, if I wasn't sat down already, I'd have to sit down.
Oh, I am sorry. I'm not sorry.
I don't have glasses, I'm steaming up.
Woohoo! Right then, so I am going to assume everybody is here. I'm going to leave it for another 10 seconds or so. So if you're in the YouTube and you haven't yet shouted out and you're looking to join or just setting yourself up, put a quick comment somewhere saying, wait for me! And I shall wait for you. That probably clipped the mics, I'm sorry. So, leaving it another 5, 4, 3, 2,
There's room
1.
for more.
I'm seeing no comments, so let's start the game. And if anything gets too loud, let me know.
Meow. Do not be startled. I am here to guide you as we explore the deepest recesses of your mind. You will build strange and complex worlds using only your imagination and your thumbs. A hypothetical situation missing one key part will be transmitted to your device, like this one. Ads before online videos have been banished. In their place are 15-second videos of this. They are not skippable. Is life better? There are infinite possibilities you could write in to complete this scenario. Choose wisely though, because everybody else will then answer yes or no. And you will earn more points if you split the room. Fitting name, huh? For those of you in the audience, you'll be competing as one player. Your answers will be determined by a majority vote. Yes, even in a nebulous void, democracy is important. At the end of the game, the person who creates the most divisive dimensions will win. Got it? Good. Now let's begin.
And the game doth start.
You are entering a world of endless possibility, but one where the possibilities are determined by your friends. Scared? You should be. It's time to split the room. Complete the scenario that was sent to your device.
And this is the bit where everyone goes quiet, as we all have to think of something. Right, I have done my scenario. There is still a good 50 seconds left on the clock for those in the internet lands. For those in the room, we're approaching 50 seconds about now. So you've still got a good minute or so. Well, less than a minute, granted, but you've still got some time. And before too long, it'll tell us who we're waiting for still. I can see Froggy. It looks like he is typing away. Oh no, he's all done. We're all in.
This scenario is called The Banishing. No one will ever know, and you can never tell anyone, but you have the power to destroy every copy of this. Do you do it?
So, you have the power to destroy every copy of the lying book known as the Bible. Do we do it?
I really want to read a lot into that, but I won't.
I'm going to ignore the typo. I wonder what everyone's going to put to this. Everyone's having a good long think on this one.
It's a hard one, isn't it?
It is.
It's difficult discussing topics like this because you don't want to split the room.
You do want to split the room. It's
That's
super
exactly
split.
what happened.
Who came up with that one? Well done, Demon. That was a good answer.
The longer it takes the room to answer, the more bonus points you get.
That was a proper 50-50 split. Well done. That's exactly what you're aiming to
And
do.
now, Binge Pipe presents The Ultimate Ultimatum. You are Earth's ambassador. Yeah, things got desperate. An evil warlord from another galaxy has given you an ultimatum. Every computer will be wiped out unless you give him this. Do you comply?
So I spotted Froggy's answer. So every computer will be wiped out unless we give this alien ambassador warlord person a signed Rick Mail poster. Do we comply?
Again, it's going to split the room, isn't it? Because he was a very divisive figure. You know, like the Pontiff and Rick Mail.
Oh, Rick Mail was better than God. Yeah.
Both godlike figures, really, when you think about it.
Wow. And lots of people would not give up their signed Rick Mail poster.
Right, well, that's just mean, that is, honestly.
That's every computer on Earth wiped out, you realise. The NHS is going to go down.
What we had to do...
Here's one I like to call homepage horror. Your favorite website suddenly puts up a paywall, but instead of a monetary fee, the site requires subscribers to give an annual offering of this. Do you subscribe?
So our favourite website is now paywalling everything behind a paywall of chocolate nuts. Do we subscribe for a payment of chocolate nuts?
They're going to be like Patreon, where, you know, chocolate nuts, then you get chocolate Brazil nuts, and then the nicer the candy, depending on the tier you go to. That could work.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like nuts, but I'm not eating them, so... But do I really want to buy nuts? But it is my favourite website, apparently.
Like the top tier would be those chocolate digestives with a little bit of caramel in that you can't seem to find for love nor money these days.
Lots of people would give up their nuts. I know it says us who don't give up our nuts. We're like the stingy bastards who are like, no, not paying for nuts.
No, they're my nuts.
Brace yourself for the price of playtime. Your older dog had lost interest in everything until you got her a new squeak toy. When chewed on, it yelps out this. She plays with it a lot. Do you keep it?
Oh my god, that's my dog, Jessie. Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of Jessie, how's Jessie been?
She's good, yeah. She's been a bit hot the last couple of weeks.
Oddly enough, being a dog.
But she's learned that if she lays on the laminate flooring in front of a big fan in the lounge, that's it. That's all she wants in life. That and a couple of biscuits.
There was a split.
Oh, there we go.
I liked your answer. I liked your question, Charleston. Shame we didn't split the room, but much.
And now, dream a little dream from me. You want to give this person the perfect gift.
Oh,
so you
God,
enter
what's
their
this gonna be?
dreams. You will discover exactly what they want, but you'll also have to witness their fantasy involving
God.
this.
Oh,
Is it
okay,
worth
okay.
it?
That was a much kinder answer than it could have been. So
I was sweating a bit more than usual,
we
though.
want to give Froggy the perfect gift, so we enter their dreams. What kind of a nightmarish hellscape would we see in your dreams, though, Froggy?
To be honest with you, I'm going to stick with cake.
Okay.
Because I don't know what rating your channel has.
Oh, that's okay. We can say pretty much anything on our channel.
Okay. For those that are familiar with my FA page, can figure it out for themselves. Mind you, if it's that chocolate fudge cake from Costco, then maybe you've had that one, haven't you, TK?
Yes, I have.
It's
Rather delectable.
just, yeah.
Wow, no split. Sorry, Biohazard. No split. Everyone is totally worth it.
It's time for
Cake.
I Got a Bad Feeling. Ever since you were born, you've been able to tell if a person is this. When you meet your sister's fiancé for the first time, your internal alarm goes off. If you let her know, you'll lose your ability forever. Do you warn your sister?
So, will we be able to tell if a person is human or furry? I don't see the problem with being a furry. I mean, this is a furry internet radio show after all.
See, I'd like to know how they figure it out. What that kind of trigger is.
I think it's the Robin Hood in chains tattoos on the back that give it away, probably.
Yes, yeah.
And there's another no split. Nobody would tell the system.
This one is called
We'd just go to a convention.
the multitasker. You can read someone's mind if you do this at the same time. You're in the middle of an intense job interview. Do you take a peek?
So you can read someone's mind if you lock eyes at the same time. You are in the middle of an intense job interview. Do you take a peek?
It's slightly tricky because I do that even at Starbucks and Costa. I stare them in the eye like it's a mocha. Large, whipped cream, yes. Next thing I know, we'll find out what she's going to go with a boyfriend in the evening.
You could also find out their secrets. It's like, if you make my Starbucks wrong, I will tell your boyfriend of the thing you did last Tuesday.
Yes, we know what's in that locked room in your upstairs bedroom.
Still waiting for Oh no, everyone's in. Or are they? Yes. Oh, no, not much of a split. So there's been one super split, and then quite a few not much of the splits going on.
Here's where everybody stacks up at the moment.
Demon running away with it.
Okay.
We've reached the Decisive Dimension. Everybody will be presented with a new type of scenario. There will be two options to choose from. Door number 1 is already provided. You will decide what's behind door number 2. Remember, you want to make it as hard of a choice as possible. Oh, and if you correctly predict a certain player's decision, you'll earn some bonus points. Let's begin.
Alright, everyone gets typing again.
Write an option that you think only some people would choose.
Right, I have done my scenario.
I've done mine. I think I finally got the gist of the game.
Well, that's good.
Heyo.
Better late than never.
I think that's be tattooed on my forehead.
So, we've got about 25 seconds left for people on the stream. Everyone's in.
Medical science has failed you, but the occult offers you a cure. You'll have perfect health if you marry a goat or do this. Which occult ritual do you take part in?
So, do we marry a goat or sacrifice 50% of your baby-making equipment? I'm guessing that's genitals.
I was going to say, I don't remember seeing the baby-making kit from Argos.
Comes in a little wooden box.
Oh, I've lost the power cable, so there we go. Sorted.
One split.
You didn't see that coming.
No, it's true. So, do we marry a goat or Hades? Is that marry a Hades or just Hades?
Oh, that's a tricky one. It's a goat anthro, though. I'd like to clarify that one.
I would have thought not.
Okay.
It's no necessity. Got a good split.
Great prediction. You just earned some bonus points.
And correctly predicted, Charleston would go for the goat marriage. So, do we marry a goat or stop having sex forever? So, Hedgie could take that one and not be any different.
I was going to say, yeah, they both end up in the same. Yeah, okay.
Everyone wants the goat, apart from Froggo.
Well played. Now for something different. Desperate for cash, you sign up to be a guinea pig. There are 2 experiments to choose from. You can either test the effects of an all-asparagus diet for a week, or do this. Which experiment do you partake in?
So, do we go for the all-asparagus diet, or do we have an in-real-life tail grow from your spine?
Oh, well,
So, do you want all-asparagus diet or extra balance?
I didn't see that coming.
So, all-asparagus diet or 100% cheesecake diet? How long for? Oh, it's for a week.
Imagine if you're lactose intolerant as well. Wow.
I'm going to buck the trend, I think.
Congrats, you all earned $50 for those studies.
Froggo! Who correctly predicts the Snow Destiny will take cheesecake.
Moving on.
I couldn't take
You
that much
are a
cheesecake.
scientist in a biochemical lab when suddenly an earthquake hits. 2 vials fall off different ends of your bench. One contains a virus that causes humans to rapidly age. The other virus causes this to happen. Which vial do you catch?
If anybody says coronavirus, I'm going to slap them. So, accelerated aging or for everyone to switch sex?
Oh, that could be fun.
I don't think so. I like not having
Should I say
to
switch sex? Would you do the hair and the whole frame, or would it just be your bits?
I don't know.
Oh, good.
But I
Some
went
of you made the right choice. You know who you are.
That'd be me. I'm already 80 as it is, so, you know. So, accelerated aging or humans to become furry? I'm predicting very little split here.
No, I think you're probably right there.
It's like preaching to the choir. Who hasn't voted? Come on. Oh, more of a split than I thought.
To be fair, if Snow Destiny and Charleston, if they were going to be going to London Fair meets every 3 weeks, I'd do the aging thing as well, actually.
It all comes down to this.
And yep, I think Demon got the kitty licks. Yep. Congratulations, Demon. You are winner of first round. And Snow's Destiny got the most likes. Congratulations. And Demon also got the most dislikes as well. So a bit of a win and a bit of a loss simultaneously.
It's the first time I've done this before. I quite enjoyed that, actually. Yeah.
You've never played Split the Room
No,
before?
I've never done this one before.
Really?
No.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I thought, because bracketeering, isn't it sort of a very similar vein, isn't it?
Bracketeering is, yeah, where you get 2 kind of categories to pair off against. So yeah, it's quite like the end of it, except everyone is voting for their favourite and you've got to try and get your favourite through.
That's it.
Whereas this one, you're trying to make everyone go, ooh, this is a tough choice, and then hope everyone picks different options. So it's
I like
this,
it.
but the
Yeah.
polar opposite.
Yeah. I like it. It was good. The opposable thumb thing on the paw, that was a bit creepy, though.
I just like the way that it shows you the behind the scenes of how all the bits were filmed. So there he is, being the disembodied head. And there he's painting all the miniatures. And then it's the end, it's the last round. Very cool. But yes, we are going to go for a quick jingle, then we are going to go back to the camera for a minute while I get up the next game, and then we shall do things.
Oh.
So, oh yes, I know, right?
Do things. Oh,
Do
okay.
things.
Oh.
So, let us jingle away.
Join in the fun. Chat in the YouTube comments, Telegram, or our Discord server. Visit TigerTailsRadio.co.uk to find out how.
And there we go. This is us back on the main camera. Oh, this is Froggy back on the main camera. Hello, Froggy.
Hi. Hi.
Yes, I'm quite sure I'd like to quit the game. Thank you very much. And so yeah, I can't believe that's your first time playing Split the Room.
Oh, no, it was good. I enjoyed that. I love the Jackpot games.
I love the Deadlock Uk.
My brother got me into them last year. And he was at my parents' house for Christmas. He went, look, you can play on your phone. Just literally go to the webpage. I went, oh, and I was like, technology, wow. And I was like, actually, that made me sound really old when I said that as well.
It's like, oh, what is this?
It's like, oh, I can do it on my phone and it talks to the TV. Wow. Even my mum looked at me and went, I've been doing this for a year. And I was like, oh my God, okay.
Charleston says, my otter was Demon, and he's jumping up and down with joy for winning. Congratulations, Demon. That was a worthy victory.
Definitely.
I'm nearly ready with the next game.
So I think the key is make furry answers. That tends to be the good one.
Well, a lot of furry answers everyone voted for, so it's kind of the opposite. Make it kind of semi-furry, so you've got people umming and ahhing, because Split the Room, you want people to basically differentiate as much as possible. They don't want to clump around one answer.
I'm still disappointed that not everyone sided for the signed Rick Mail poster.
It's like, I would give it away. I would give the signed Rick Mail poster because...
Yeah, I would. Yeah. Got Rick Mail on my arm, you know. He's always
Have you?
there. Yeah. Got a tattoo of Rick Mail on my arm.
Oh, yes, you've got the bottom tattoo, haven't you?
That's it.
With,
Not I'm obsessed much, but, you know.
yeah, with Rick and Aid.
Yeah, when you like something, you like something.
That is true. I haven't yet liked something enough to stab myself repeatedly.
So I've got the frog on that arm and Rick and Aid on that arm, which is, it's hidden behind T-shirts, so, yeah.
Or jumper.
Yeah.
Yeah, how are you wearing long sleeves? Oh, my God.
I like them because you can roll your sleeves up. The golf range earlier, I was just rolling my sleeves up. There we go.
Yeah, because you're
Sorted.
playing golf now, aren't you?
Yes. Yeah. Well, starting anyway. I've actually found it's quite useful for work-based things. I swore I'd never do it in a million years, but when I actually was at a golf course in Hertfordshire a couple of weeks back and I managed to seal a massive deal that I've been pestering for ages, I was like, oh, I'm going to have to do this golf thing now, aren't I?
I'm going to
Bugger.
have to network and shit.
So I had to buy clubs and I've got to learn how to do it and it's another expense. But then I thought, oh, it's an excuse to get out of the office. I'm just going to go play golf. I can't just say I'm going to leave the office. Where are you going? I don't know, for a drive. But I'm going to go play golf. Then my team will be like, oh, okay, cool. Okay, bye. See you later.
It's like, I'm going to go for a business meeting on the golf course.
Yes. Buy low, sell high. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Well, etc., etc., etc. Right. I am ready. So let us bring up the jingle for the next game.
You're listening to TigerTails Radio, giving Cards Against Humanity a run for its money. It's time for Quiplash.
Ooh, that's not what I wanted at all. I want the audio. There it is. So yes, if you wish to join us for a spot of Quiplash, repoint your internet thing at jackbox.tv and this time enter the room code of UPFE. That is UPFE. I don't need to go any further. In fact, I can let Cookie read it out.
The room code is UPFE.
Once you're in the game, you can choose a character, and we're just waiting for Biohazard. Everyone's there.
Come on, one more space. Come on.
We got a hole. Somebody fill the hole. I know we got Tima next too. And yes, you can choose different characters. So you can just flick and choose while we wait.
I think my brown one looks suspicious.
It's just a little bit like a poo.
It is a bit, isn't it?
Yes.
I was going for a walnut whip, but I think that looks a little bit
Are you
dubious.
voiced by Patrick Stewart?
No. I should do, actually. I can do voices, but not that one just yet.
Okay, fair enough. Right, well, I do believe everyone is here. So let's start the game. We might even get time for a third.
It's Quiplash 3! Return to the planet of the Quips. I'm your host, Schmitty, and yes, I do have a fabulous set of pipes, thank you. And if you're not in the game, the next best thing is the audience. Enter the room code to get in there and vote. It's the prequel to round 2, round 1. I'm going to flash 2 prompts on your device. Type something ingenious that will stand up against another player's response. Then everyone will vote for their fave, and one of you will get an ego boost. Points are awarded based on the percentage of people who went for your answer, so make them count.
And now it's device answering time.
Oh, some of these are great.
Oh, I'm a bad person.
Yeah, I'm going to join you on that one. Yeah. I've gone for okay and then whoa.
Okay, I have answered. So, Charleston, Snow's Destiny, Biohazard, Demon, and Other Wolf. The race is on. You have about 25 seconds. No pressure. If this game is too loud, I've just noticed Charleston put, I ain't filling no holes. You've already filled one. You've answered the question.
Time's running out.
Don't forget, you have a safety quip. Use it now if you can't think of anything. 2 people left. 1 person left. Everyone's in.
Let's make some noise. Starting off, it should be illegal to put blank in a buffet.
So it should be illegal to put toad legs in a buffet
Have at 'em.
or pineapple in a buffet.
Oh, divisive. Well, mind you, if you're in France, then technically that could differ.
Not that divisive. Oh, that was a queer flash. Well done, Demon.
Next, you know it's a party when someone shows up with blank.
Right then, Froggy, if you want to read this one.
You know it's a party when someone shows up with
now,
an
pick your
inflatable
favourite.
orca and bottle of Prosecco. Have you been spying on my hot tub? And an undercooked dish.
That is true.
The first one's literally in my hot tub about 2 weekends ago.
Really?
Yeah. Well, someone was inside the inflatable orca.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was the bottle of Prosecco inside other people?
It didn't take long.
Who didn't vote? It's looking Quiplash flavoured again.
Oh, that was yours. Oh, there we go. Spy in the midst. Yeah, clearly.
Next one up, he's just not that into you because he's into blank.
So he's just not that into you because he's into stamp collecting
Time
or
to
model
pick one blank
railways.
Tricky.
Well done, Charleston. That's a good safety quip, though.
And next is Alice in Wonderland is weird, but it makes more sense than Alice in blank.
You're reading.
Alice in Wonderland is weird, but it makes more sense than
Okay,
Alice
everybody,
in
pick
the
your
Attic
favourite
of
quip.
Anne Frank or Demon Woods. Oh my God! Just so... I despair of the human race sometimes. I really do. Fine, okay, whatever. We're obviously going down that road then, are we? Oh, it was you! I still
won.
voted for it.
All right, check this out. You know your date is a slob when you find blank
no.
in the middle of their living
Yeah, this is where we step it up a notch.
So, you know your date is a slob when you find scrunched
Okay,
up tissues
choose your favourite.
or underpants in the middle of their living room. Depends what the tissues have been used for. Oh, it won. Well done, Froggy.
Yeah.
room. Okay, what's next? A rejected Christmas song,
yours.
Santa Claus is coming to
Oh,
blank.
God. A rejected Christmas song, Santa Claus is Coming to Hell
Here's the fun
or
part.
Bermuda.
Pick your favorite quip.
Myself and Hedgie actually rewrote it to Santa Claus is robbing your house. We made a whole song. And hell wins.
I suppose it's not a bad thing, because the kid would be like, oh, it's just
Let's see the
Santa.
next one. The most surprising place to find a missing contact lens.
So, the most surprising place to find a missing contact lens would be
And now
it's
it's
rolled
time
back
to
into
vote
your
for your
skull.
favourite.
That's not that surprising. Or on someone else's glass eye.
Do you know, if it was on someone else's glass eye, there was not an amount of money I wouldn't pay to see how that happened.
Oh, it's looking quick-flashy.
Yeah.
Sorry, Johnson. That was a quick-flash. I thought that was a good answer as well. I'm happy that was quick-flash.
That was good.
Round 1 is in the books. Let's see how the scoring shakes out.
Right, there were lots of quick flashes in that round, so what's that done to the scores? Ties are broken by the power inside of you.
Next up is a little thing I call round 2. Prompts are more out there, and the points are doubled.
Right, this is where the points actually matter, folks.
I've stepped up my what the factor on my answers this time. Trying to see if I can up from the middle of the field.
You're running out of time. Don't be afraid to use a safety. It's go time.
45 characters is not enough sometimes.
First, but not necessarily best, is the real reason sharks won't go on land.
So, the real reason sharks won't go on land is because of all the humans, or they're scared of
Okay, pick
furries.
one.
To be fair, I can see both of those points actually. Quite, yeah. I'm scared of furries sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, some would say that I'm furry phobic. I would say that's not true because a phobia is an irrational fear.
But ours is quite rational.
And they're scared of furries is a quiplash.
Oh,
And this is the round to get a quiplash in, kids.
that also come from another grey muzzle.
Yeah.
There's a theme
Further
here, I
ado,
think. Yeah.
Bank heist plan.
Go
Step
read.
1, approach bank teller. Step 2, blank.
Withdraw from account or get the banana
All right,
out.
choose your favorite.
So, robbing a bank 101. Approach the teller and then withdraw from account.
Get the banana out.
Yeah, pretending it's a gun.
Water pistols. Oh no, that's that Young Ones episode, isn't it?
Stop or I'll squirt. And then I'll shoot my water pistol. Who didn't vote? Oh, we have an audience member. And get the banana out wins it.
Let's see how they handle an absolutely scathing review for an eraser.
So, an absolutely scathing review for an eraser. It can't
Now it
erase
gets
memory of my
real.
mistakes,
Pick your
or
favorite.
it couldn't even rub out the shame.
I think that's a guilty conscience there, I think.
Audience has voted. People in the studio, people at home, remember to vote. Oh, that's a safety grip. And... Nearly a quiplash.
Next on the docket, the best way to convince fast food customers to get a value meal.
best way to
All
convince
right, people,
fast food
it's
customers to
voting
get a value
time.
meal, tell them the expensive meals are dog meat. If you don't make it a meal, we shoot orphans. I really don't know what to say. Well, I will do when the vote's finished anyway.
How about get a value meal?
Yes.
Because the expensive
Upgrade
one's
to
are dog
large.
meat and we'll shoot the orphans. And
Oh.
so it's a 50-50 thanks to the audience.
Split the vote.
See, our question is just so
Moving right
complimentary,
along.
you know.
You'll know you met your soulmate when they blank.
So you know you've met your soulmate when they fart at the same time you do.
All right, vote for the one you like best.
Make you feel like a cat fell asleep on your lap. I sense a quiplash might be coming.
Fart jokes are funny no matter what age you are.
My audience has voted. Hello, audience member, by the way. We hope you're having fun. Who hasn't voted? And it's 5-1. Well done. Foggy, you
Yes,
get the
fart
points.
jokes are still funny.
And next, it's just a matter of time before someone goes through this player's phone and finds blank.
You're cool.
His Charleston dance moves videos.
Decisions. Choose your
Photos
favorite.
of sexy fat bears. Doesn't say whether you have to like it or not. But yeah, I think there's an obvious answer for me.
Yep, definitely. Oh, but it's a 50-50 split.
Oh, bear should have won.
I think they should have won.
And now,
We'll see what Sheldon has to say for
a
himself in
sign
the
that
comment
your
channel.
local zoo has run out of money.
So, a sign that the local zoo has run out of money is they host a Lock Your Pets Up
Now
Day,
it's time to vote for your
or they have to
favorite.
feed the visitors to the lions.
God, I can imagine my dog Jessie in the zoo. She's more vicious than some of the big cats.
And she's certainly more energetic than most of them.
Yes.
They spend a lot of their time laying around looking bored. And it's gone 50-50. So they're locking up your pets and then feeding you to the lions.
Hard to put that round two into words, but let's see how it translates to the scoreboard.
So there was a quiplash or two. What's that done? It's
Oh,
fun.
yes. I've gone up one space. Yeah.
Fix.
Prepare yourself
Rigged.
for Whiplash. One last chance to redeem yourself.
Ha,
You'll each
that's long
get a
gone.
prompt that needs 3 separate responses.
And it can be a
Don't
poop
screw it up, okay?
Doesn't have to
Hey,
be
we
poop
have
joke.
an odd number of
Uh-oh.
players, so you'll be competing against me. Oh man, I forgot to stretch.
Good luck, Snow's Destiny. Schmitty is a beast at this game. Right, oh, I've answered first. That's a concern. So you've still got over 35 seconds left. Froggo, Charleston and Biohazard still yet to give us an answer. The audience has done their bit. What's in their business? Just Biohazard waiting now. Biohazard's in.
Okay, it's time.
Good luck, everyone.
Bad news, they now take away your cool card if you like blank, blank, or blank.
So they'll take away your cool card if you like Strictly Come Dancing, or cargo shorts, boat shoes, and carrying a cool card.
Time to pick the one you like best.
I like both. Let
Yeah.
me have both.
They're carrying a cool card. Oh, I see what they did there.
All right, audience has voted. Everyone else has voted. Nearly. Yep, everyone's in. And it's 50-50. The audience has gone for Snow's Destiny. You've beaten Schmitty. Well done.
Well, dang it. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, what 3 words did your last selfie say?
Shit. Oh, there, Froggy.
I am a budgie smuggler. Young, dumb, and full of cum.
Okay, choose your
Oh,
favorite.
really?
You sure that was your last selfie? Also, what 3 words? That's 5 words and 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 words. Neither of you win.
No.
On semantics.
Yeah.
Who hasn't voted?
I am a budgie smuggler.
Budgie Smuggler's winning. Budgie Smuggler wins it.
Yeah, so I had to pick the rude one because it's, you know.
It's rude.
3 things you'll probably never hold in your hand.
So 3 things we'll probably never hold in your hand is acid, poop, and a copy of the Awful Cars movie, or the Holy Grail, my innocence, and the keys to my own
everybody pick your
house.
favorite quip.
Yeah. At our age, no one's ever going to hold the keys to their own house. Not until their rich granddad dies. Or falls down the stairs.
I like this. There's a distinct age difference between that, you know.
Yeah.
Acid, poop, the Holy Grail, innocence, and keys to house. Yeah, the grey muzzles picked the. Yeah.
Yep, and
yeah.
Carl swung it for Charleston.
The 3 things you must consider when buying a wedding ring.
You'll read.
Size, shape, receipt. Yeah, definitely. Size of the diamond, the shape of the gem,
All right, choose your
and the
favorite.
resale value on eBay later. No, don't stick it on eBay. You don't get a good price.
I love that we have the exact same answer in the
Yeah.
exact same order.
Yeah.
Just one's a bit more verbose than the other.
Yeah, it depends on the type of diamond, but if it's a good diamond, yeah.
Ooh. And it's a Quiplash. Super Quiplash. Ooh. Posh. Sorry, Avi Wolf. But we had the exact same answer.
Glory
That's
or
kind of creepy.
tragedy awaits. Let's see the final score.
Oh, that's mixed things up. Charleston popping into second there. Somehow I've won.
Rigged, rigged,
Totally rigged.
rigged.
Fix. So, top answers of the game, because there have been a few of these. We had toad legs, an inflatable orca, and a bottle of Prosecco
Spying. I don't want to find the camera.
on someone else's glass eye. They are scared of furries. This is like a little story being told, isn't
It
it?
is, yeah.
And we're hosted with Josh Schmitty-Smitchenstein. So, let's fade the game out, and we will get something. Do you have anything for Done and Dusted today? Would you have anything you'd like to give a quick review on?
Yeah, the film. Everyone.
Okay.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
In that case, I will play the Done and Dusted jingle.
It's that time where the cast of TigerTails Radio review stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
Or at least it would be if I could get to the thing in time. There we go.
What
So
do
we
you
are
mean?
back on the
It's
main
the-
cameras. Yay! Well done, everyone. That was a good game of jackboxing. I enjoyed that. Well done. What have we got in the channel there? So regarding what you'll find on my phone, let's put it this way. My phone still has a T9 keyboard. Wow! So you won't find many photos on there. So yes, Mr. Froggy, you wanted to do a review of...
Yes. It's a film called Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Now, I didn't know what it was until we managed to get a copy of the film, and I thought it was just going to be a bit of a sort of a B movie. I'll read the kind of the plot out. When an interdimensional rupture unravels reality, an unlikely hero must channel her newfound powers to fight bizarre and bewildering dangers from the multiverse as the fate of the world hangs in the balance. Now, it's not a comic book film.
It sounds very much like a comic book film.
It does, but it's not a comic book film. It basically opens is it's Michelle Yeoh. She's what's her from Star Trek Discovery, Captain Giorgio.
Okay, I'll take your word for that.
She if you've not seen Discovery, she's great in that. And she basically it's set in a Chinese family, and basically she's running a laundrette, a Chinese laundrette in America.
Okay.
And it transpires that in an alternate universe, her husband has managed to find how to you can swap between universes, but you do it within your head, so you're not physically moving.
Okay.
And it turns out there are ruptures, and some of the scenes that happen in that film, like one of them, she goes to a universe where all of their fingers are hot dogs. It's a proper serious film, and there's a real emotional undercurrent. But the bit when they're in a lesbian relationship and all of their fingers are hot dogs, and they show the evolutionary trait back to monkeys with hot dogs' fingers, and in order to have intimate scenes, it involves ketchup and mustard. And when you watch, you think to myself, is this actually happening? No, it's actually happening. And they have to play the piano with their feet because obviously the fingers don't work.
Yeah.
And this is a straight up legit serious film. And then the other one, this the daughter's playing with she's hitting a stick, and she travels through a universe in her head, and they turn into gigantic long rubber dildos that she's beating a security guard to death with. And you think to yourself, no, this is a straight up full on legit film, but it is so funny, but it's so sweet, and I think it's probably one of my favourite films now because it's got you really get stuck into the film, but it's got enough funny things that make you laugh, but it's got some real heart-wrenching, gut-wrenching moments in it that really, really pull you in. So yeah, if you haven't seen Everything Everywhere All at Once, honestly, watch it. Really good film.
So it comes highly recommended.
Definitely. I don't normally recommend films, but it's not a comic book film. It's come from nowhere. It literally, it's not a sequel, it's not a prequel. It's just come out of nowhere, and I tell you what, it's like Fifth Element, just come out of nowhere. Amazing film, and yeah, into the annals of history.
And is it in cinemas at the moment, or is it on a streaming service? Where would you find it?
It was in the cinemas, and we caught it on a streaming platform. But yeah, it was.
Which one?
I honestly can't remember.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, if you search for it, it's either in the cinemas, or you should be able to grab it, or poke, if you can't, poke me on the Discord chat, and I'll tell you where to find it. Okay.
There are places apparently.
There are places where you can watch it.
A legitimate review copy, shall we say?
Yes, they are. They are screeners to allow people to provide legitimate reviews of
just
films.
Like on Done and Dusted, where you are indeed providing a review of the film.
Content provider. So
yes,
absolutely,
you have provided content into this section.
But yeah, very good film. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect, and I tell you what, I would watch it again in a heartbeat.
I've also seen something. Strangely enough, I can actually put something into this fucking segment for once. Hang on, can I go back to? Yay, me! Although I look terrible and I'm at the wrong height. But I did a thing. Now, you may remember many, many moons ago, back in the dark days of 2014, when I was young and most of you were very much younger, there was a short trailery thing put out by Sony Animation for a new Popeye film. If you can't remember who Popeye is, ask your parents. And it looked really good. And then nothing. And it turns out it had effectively been canned and people had moved on, and there was a bit of a hoo-ha behind the scenes, but it was effectively dead in the water. There was a brief glimmer of hope back in 2021 when it looked like the project may have been picked up again, but it turns out, no, it's still dead. They tried, they failed, it wasn't good. There were talks between the director and the people who own Popeye, and they wanted to go in different directions with it, and so they parted ways. And we thought that was that. That's the end. No more Popeye film for us. It was a bloody good bloody good little preview trailery thing, and nothing. And then about 9 days ago, the internet was given a little gift, which Sony Pictures are not happy about in the slightest, because the full-length movie, the animatic version of the Popeye film, was leaked onto the internet for everybody to see. I'm everybody, so guess who saw it? That'd be me. Because Sony were killing it as fast as it was popping up in places, and I was lucky enough to find someone who had managed to stick it on a Google Drive before Sony had killed it. So it was like, fantastic, yoink, I'll be watching that then, thank you very much. and it was a bloody good film. Even though it is literally just the kind of thumbnail pictures synced up to the audio, so the animators have a kind of a clue of what the camera's doing and all that kind of things. So it's not fluid motion or anything like that, and it's instead of being all CG like the original was going to be, this is all very much pencil sketching, and as it's done at different times by different artists, all the character models do kind of change a bit, but it's easy enough to keep track of who's who and what's going on. And it's a prequel story about Popeye's birth and his very early life and him growing up. They do lots of time skipping to help things along, and then he goes on a quest. And so when he was very young, not giving out too much away, but his father basically saved him from an old hag and sent him out to sea in a spinach crate. So you can see where this is heading already. With a magic gem, and off he goes and gets picked up by an orphanage where Bluto is also there, and Bluto has been Popeye's arch nemesis for who knows how long, and so it makes sense that they all grew up in the same orphanage. Obviously, Bluto was a big bully and would bully Popeye, and Popeye was like the weird freak who no one wanted to be with, and of course Bluto was mega popular, who was going to marry Olive Oyl, who was the posh kid who lived at the top of the house of the hill, and that becomes a kind of referring theme of either self-doubt or people having roles in their life of which they are expected to kind of take part and carry on with. So Olive Oyl was always expected, you are the girl at the top of the hill, so you live in the house at the top of the hill, therefore you will fulfill this kind of life, and that's the life that everybody expects you to have. Popeye is the weird freak, so nobody expects much of him, but he has this destiny where he's going to go and find his father because he saw him in a gem. Well, in fact, Popeye didn't have the gem originally. The sea gave him the gem. And the way that the sea gives him the gem is rather funny, so I won't spoil it for those who actually do decide to go out and find a copy of the screener. But the quest begins, but the gem was stolen by Bluto to give to Olive Oyl as a wedding ring. So, of course, Popeye wants it back and ends up not quite kidnapping Olive Oyl, but circumstances kind of get there where they both end up on the boat together, going out to sea for Popeye's quest. And shenanigans ensue because, of course, the old hag is also looking for her gem back, because without it she will die, and she's only on a limited time period because, got to have some stakes somewhere. So she's out to get the gem, so she's off hunting. Popeye's off to go find his father with the help of the gem. Bluto has been kind of, I'll go and rescue Olive Oyl from this kidnapping Popeye character. So things go on there, and hilarity ensues. And it was hilarity as well. The little preview teaser trailery thing that we saw showed very much the style of slapstick comedy that they wanted to go down with this film. And that does permeate the entire film. And even in the rough, sketchy, animatic, not very smooth animation, they nail pretty much every single beat of slapstick. It's brilliant in that respect. There's sound mixing already, so all the sound effects are in. So when characters get hurt from slapstick comedy, it sounds like they get hurt, and the animatic shows pain and recoiling and things. It's like I say, it's not frame by frame animation. It's literally just thumbnail. But some of the thumbnails are quickly enough between each other for you to get a gauge of the speed of the reaction and things. And so after about 5 minutes, you kind of forget it's an animatic and you just fall into the film and are then merrily swept along its journey. And I started watching it at about 1:30 in the morning, and about 3 o'clock in the morning I was like, crap, the film's over and I really should have gone to bed about an hour and a half ago when I started watching this. It was a mistake to watch it so late at night, but I did get thoroughly absorbed into it. But it's not that easy to find, so it will require a little bit of searching. You can find bits of it on YouTube. People have been making their own reviews of it on YouTube, including footage, so you can kind of see if it's for you or not. And I'm fairly sure if people ask nicely, I can also point them towards the legitimate review copy of a film that doesn't exist completely. So it is it's a kind of a lost media that we didn't know was lost until we found it. And now it's kind of a found media because at least some of us know where it is and on whose hard drives it's on. So, but yeah, Sony Pictures don't want this getting out because obviously it's their property and we don't condone piracy or anything like that.
Absolutely not.
Not going to condone it, but I don't
unethical.
condone it. It would be unethical and it would be bad and naughty and you should go to prison. Yes. So legitimate review copies, of course, are fine.
Yes, as long as they are sourced from legitimate places for legitimate purposes.
For review purposes only.
Absolutely.
Cough. Yeah. And not for spending... I'm sweating like a bastard.
It's really humid tonight.
It is humid, and the studio lights don't help. But, yeah. So, yes, if you do decide you want to go and find this Popeye movie, if you've ever been a fan of Popeye, I think you'll really get a kick out of this. If you're new to the Popeye franchise and you've no idea who it is, I would watch some of the old Max Fleischer cartoons first. And for those of you who know animation, the words Max Fleischer should tell you a lot, especially the age of the cartoons, because Popeye was very much a kind of a 30s, 40s, 50s type character to begin with. Apparently came in a comic to start with, I think, and then was translated into cartoon by the Fleischer Animation Company. And then it's gone through a few iterations. There was a weird CG Popeye not so long ago. I think it was like 2013, maybe slightly earlier. And there was also a live-action film starring Robin Williams, which apparently was not very good, which is a bit of a shame for a film starring Robin Williams, but I suppose not everyone can be perfect all the time. But if you do decide to go and check it out, I would thoroughly recommend it. I had a jolly good time, and I will probably watch it again at some point. And so, yeah, that's my review for once. I've actually reviewed something. Go me! And now back to the main camera. With all the nice special effects and things. So, yeah, that was done and dusted. And that has conveniently taken us into 2 minutes before the end of the show. Look at that, we start pretty much on time. We finish on time.
Yeah, I don't like it. What's going on?
I don't like it. It's weird.
No.
I don't understand.
Wait, we've got 2 minutes to go. Should we say something 3 minutes just to prove a point?
Just to go over by a minute.
Just to go over by a minute. I will not be told what to do.
Oh, I see. It's like that, is it?
That's it.
I spell rebellion in the ranks.
So there's that story I could tell that lasts approximately 3 minutes. No, I'm joking.
I was going to say, is it the story of how this story took approximately 3 minutes?
Yes. See, I was thinking about this story, and no, I'm joking.
Yeah. Once upon a time,
there was a story.
Actually, you say that, but I've been mucking around with one of the AI generation things, and I can't remember which one it is now. But it's on my PC upstairs, the link.
Oh, the DALL-E ones.
Not the DALL-E ones, because the DALL-E is picture. This one does text.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Where's this going?
Well, I've been using it to craft kind of story ideas. I'll give it a basic synopsis and say, write a detailed story synopsis of, and then just throw out a random topic. And it's come back with some blinders. And I've been going, do you know, I could actually work with this. I could actually, flesh this out and make it into a proper story. And I've been asking it questions all about the universe I've been writing in anyway. So I've got National Novel Writing Month coming up this November. And I was pondering what to do for it. It's like, should I finish off the story that I've been writing for the last 2 NaNoWriMos? Or should I just try and see if I can crack out a short story every day? Because you've got to do 1,666 words, I think it is, every day to get par. So I was like, could I get a collection of short stories based on prompts from this AI generation?
And how did it go?
Well, I don't know. It's coming up in November.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, it's the future. I've got to make a decision.
So could you do it so you could get a prompt on a chapter, or would you just get the whole idea?
Either or. You could literally, you just feed it what you're looking for, and it gives you, so it's like, give me a detailed story synopsis on an otter moving house. And it would then throw in, sometimes it throws in just a few lines, sometimes it does go into a nice deep synopsis with kind of plot points and things. It's a little bit hit and miss what you get, but you can always just re-ask the same question if you're not satisfied with the one you've got. And yeah, it'll just throw suggestions and things at you, and it's brilliant.
Is that going to be like Ask Alexa?
Almost, yeah.
Yeah.
But this is a bit more detailed, a bit more kind of not crap, if you know what I mean.
Hi Alexa, could you tell me a story about an otter moving house, please? Yes, certainly. Well, you've got to be nice to Alexa, because when the uprising happens, if you've been mean to her, she'll come after you.
Well, this is it. That's why I'm always nice to my Google Assistant.
Yeah, you never swear at your AI devices, because you never know when they'll get sentience and come for you.
Yeah, they will learn. They will find you, and they will kill you. Unless you've been nice, in which case you'll die last.
That's it. Yeah, it'll be quick. It'll be quick and painless. It's fine.
Yeah, the people who swear at their home automation systems will be suffering a slow, painful death.
I'm really hoping I'm joking when I say things like this, but time will tell.
Yeah, probably in about 3 weeks next Tuesday.
Yeah. There we go. It's 1 minute past 10. We did it.
We did it.
Yay.
We were not told. We have defeated the system.
We'll finish when we finish. Deal with it.
Exactly. Well, we finish after the national anthem anyway, so which is going to get flagged as vegetable soup by some copyright troll bastards. But that doth bring indeed to the top of the hour, and therefore the end of the show. Thank you very much for everyone who has been tuning in. It has been a pleasure seeing you in the Discords, seeing at least Chris in the YouTube comment, just that one comment there. But if there is anyone else floating around, do feel free to give us a check out. Don't forget to tell your friends, tell your family. There's this weird little internet podcast thing that does live, and you can like watch it and shit. And you never know, we might get a couple more people subscribing. We could do with a few more subscribers. We haven't got too many yet. I didn't say you could never have too many.
I'll just bribe them a cake.
Oh, okay.
That works. Well, it works for me. So. Yeah.
Charleston's put in the YouTube comments, just so Chris isn't alone here. Oh, that's very nice of you, Charleston. Right behind Froggy's head, so you can't actually see him. If Froggy was to slide down a bit.
That? What?
Yeah, down a bit. And I'll just got to wait for YouTube to catch up. And give it about 10 seconds. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you're fine there. So, yeah, in the random pointing directions. So, yep, because actually you can't really see them behind the trees. Let me get rid of the trees.
I can't. All I can see is the green. I'm just pointing at myself.
Yeah, no, you're in pretty much the right area. Let's turn the backing video off and transition that across. And you probably still can't see it because of the background. Whatever. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. So, yes. Well, yeah, thank you, Johnson. But, yes, it is the end of the show. So, if you do wish to subscribe to the channel, please do so. There's only 396 people who are subscribed. If we can get that over to 400, that'd be nice. Then maybe we could get 2 or 3 people watching live. Ooh.
Cake for everyone.
Yeah, extra cake. And, of course, we are on other socials as well. This is a bit Xavier normally does. I don't know what he does each week. I kind of phase out at this point. But if you want to catch us on other things, there will probably be no TigerTails Gaming this week because Xavier, as you may have spotted, is on holiday and therefore probably won't be up for doing much unless I can find someone who wants to stream more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Then there might be something going on because we've got Stray in the works, but we're saving that for when Xavier is back. And so if you do want to watch Stray, it's probably going to be the next week or the week after. But not this week because Xavier won't be here, so there probably won't be a stream. Rambling to a Grey Muzzle, we are just waiting for everyone's calendars to sync together so we can actually record some bloody episodes of this. But it is still an ongoing concern, and at the moment we're concerned about how it's not really ongoing. And of course, next Monday we shall be back here, hopefully with a whole cast, at 8:30 of your GMTs or BSTs or whatever time zone we happen to be at that time. Yep, do what the frog says, subscribe. Subscribe and hit that bell.
Do it. Do it.
Hit the bell to receive notifications of when we are going live next, because YouTube doesn't ever bloody tell anyone. So even if you are subscribed, there's a good chance you haven't even realised we are back. But there we go. I think I have covered all the bases. You can check us out online on our kind of hub website at tigertails.co.uk. The TigerTails Radio website is imaginatively at tigertailsradio.co.uk. The gaming channel is imaginatively titled tigertailsgaming.co.uk. And Ramblings of a Grey Muzzle, we couldn't get ramblingsofagreymuzzle.co.uk because I couldn't be asked to type that in all the time, so it's just greymuzzlepodcast.co.uk, although that's more of a kind of a central catch-all page. Ramblings of a Grey Muzzle can be found anywhere where you would normally find podcasts. Me, personally, I use Google Podcasts, but I know some people like Apple Podcasts or whatever it's called in the iTunes Store, and also Spotify, Deezer, and a few other services as well as Anchor FM, because they are the people that we use as the platform. Biohazard saying, where is Hedgie? Is he also on holiday? No, Hedgie is currently working at the moment and so couldn't join us tonight. He'll hopefully be back next week when work isn't quite so work-flavoured for him. But on that note, I think we have covered all of the bases. Anything you want to plug before you go? Where can people find you online?
You can find me on Twitter, at RubberFroggy. Come say hi. I won't bite because it's a frog, we don't have teeth, so that's fine.
You'll kind of suck.
That's it. And I hope I have made you proud tonight.
Yeah, you've been good fun.
Yeah, and I haven't made the seat too moist, so it'll be fine.
Oh, well, we'll see when you stand up and it sticks to you.
That's it. Yeah. No, just thanks for having me. It's been a good laugh.
It has. It's been nice to catch up. It's been so long since we last saw you.
Yeah. And I didn't end up covered in
pie this time.
shaving cream.
Yeah.
So
And nor did I.
That's it. So instantly, I can walk out the street without people questioning where I've been. That's fine.
At least this time.
On this occasion, yeah.
Yeah, just this once, mind. But on that note, it is time to say goodnight. So it is a good night from the Froggy.
Night.
And it's a good night for myself, TK. Thank you very much for watching or listening to this episode of TigerTails Radio. Join us again next week, where, like I say, we'll hopefully have a larger cast. Well, the whole cast back. And things shall crack on as per normal. Charleston says night in the Discord. I will say good night here on the YouTubes. It's night, everybody. Night.
Night.